If you want to be a sought-after, respected coach, then you've got to first book your calendar with speaking gigs, publish at least one book, win awards for something, you're not quite sure what, and litter your social media pages with tons of pictures of yourself standing next to famous influencers, right? Wrong. You don't need any of those. But that doesn't stop a bunch of experts from telling you so. Some coaches get into coaching so they can look famous, so they can uphold an image and come off as a very impressive influencer. And if that's all you're interested in, then skip this ad because I don't have a solution for you if that's what you really want. But if you want clients though, and you want them to pay you for your intangible promises so you can build an actual business with success stories, then keep going. I'm looking for 3 coaches or consultants who recognize they're losing out on sales because they can't communicate their invisible ways to people. This might be you if you're feeling like you just ripped off someone else's method and you feel like you're just regurgitating some other program like you've been told to and you're faking it. And I'm talking to you, all you certified coaches, as we get into this. Or if you have a program that could really work, yet you're just confusing your prospects with a ton of details and all these complex things that you're promising to do for them. Okay, then this might be one of the best messages you've ever come across. My name is Drew, and I didn't even know that this problem was a real legit problem until I accidentally helped this guy solve it. This is Armando. He's a legit Silicon Valley business veteran. Lots of great value to share, yet he was having trouble when it came to showing his clients what he could do. Why? Because he has so much to offer. He built an $87 million company in his past. He shelled out some serious cash to get a certification, one of these leadership certifications. Not to mention, he's a flat-out expert at marketing and sales. Yet his best prospects would just nod and politely say, maybe later, or send me some more info. Well, then we had a specific Zoom call that changed everything. He dialed in this new closing technique, called me the next day and said, hey, thanks, Drew, for that conversation we had last night. I took it today and went out and I got 2 clients. Well, since then, he's used this proprietary method technique to stand out and land his first ever $25,000 contract, and even more. Dwayne, too, same deal, super intelligent problem solver, and he was losing people. They couldn't get it. The things he was promising was too lingo-y, too jargony. Then, like an iceberg, he dialed in his proprietary method and started sharing just the tip of what he needed to. No YouTube channel, just a concept that was incredibly easy to understand. And he landed deals with his own mastermind mentor and then went on to book his own first ever $25,000 contract. If you're working with clients and have a program and you feel like it's not really your own and you know deep down that your prospects can smell it too, then click the link and learn more about this proprietary method that coaches are using to easily close more sales and give prospects finally something they can put their trust into, something that gives them instant hope that you have the wisdom they've been looking for. Yeah, it's okay. You can put an end to those heart palpitations coming from thinking that you need to publish a book and land a spot on 30 podcasts. And you certainly don't need awards, but there are people out there right now that are in dire need of specifically the help that only you can deliver. The captain of a ship doesn't need to know how deep the iceberg goes in order to know what to do about it. And all those special things you do are like the iceberg that's below the surface. Those are where many of your intangible details live. You don't need to communicate every little detail about the result you're promising, but people do need to see at least a tip of what you're offering. And this new closing technique of communicating your own promise has everything to do with not only saying just what you need to say, but showing the process that you and only you have. It's your intellectual property packaged up, ready to sell, and often for premium fees. It's your unique experiences. It's your failures and the wisdom that comes from those. It's your very own proprietary method of success, and you will be the only one in the world who has it. Want that prospect to make an easy decision? Of course you do. Don't you want to make easy decisions? Then all they have to do is decide if they want your method. And if they do, you're the only one who's got it. Now, if you want to see this, just look at Apple. Every time they release a new product, you can bet they'll put out some colorful, fun, short music video style ad. But that's not all. They feature their top design engineer again and again, revealing behind the scenes the sheer brilliance that went into this new product that they have. This is my worst impersonation here, but in one of the videos, Apple product designer says, "For every finished product that you see, tools had to be designed, process had to be created." And when you can finally tell and show your own method, an incredible thing happens. People instantly get it. First, you just gave them the directions on how they can get where they wanted to go. Next, while also revealing to them the pitfalls they know are out there. They can't put their finger on them. They know are out there. They don't want to experience those. Then their brain easily just took in the simple, clear map that you just wowed them with. Epiphany time. They now appreciate those steps that helped the people who came before them. They appreciate the tools that you have had to build. And they finally trust someone who's got a plan. They trust you. That's the power behind the story close technique. Your prospect needs to see themselves in their own story, not some untouchable influencer, not some award-winning author who they just think they're going to be a number anyway. You need a real plan, and they need it to be simple. Now, how do I do this? How did Armando and Dwayne figure this out? Well, step one, I helped them see the real problems that their people were struggling with and put those in line with their own gifts, talents, and unique experiences. Step two, I then helped them craft their promise and what they were going to clearly deliver and not deliver. And step three, I helped them boil everything down into their own proprietary method that they started using immediately in an easy, natural conversation, along with a one-page visual that started getting prospects to sign up for their service. Does that sound like something that can help you finally close more sales? Here's the offer again. I'm looking for 3 coaches or consultants who know they're losing prospects because they can't seem to communicate their invisible concepts to people. If this is you, you probably are feeling like you just ripped off someone else's program and you're faking it and people can smell right through it, or you have a plan that can work, yet you're confusing your prospects with a ton of details and all these complex things that you're promising to help them with. All right, maybe that's you. Click on this ad, fill out the application. Let's figure out the best option for you to move forward.